From the ages of 8 to 13, the preeminent poet Maya Angelou didn't speak for 5 years due to the pain of abuse that she experienced. I want to ask you, at what age did you lose your voice? How old were you when life muted your message? Here it is that when setbacks, shame, and stigma tries to muzzle you, don't lose your voice. Let's talk about what to do when life gives you laryngitis. Or I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you are doing well. Come on, family. Yeah, welcome to In the Mix. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Come on, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Like the video. And then, of course, as you're liking the video, I want you to hit the subscribe button. Come on. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel. Yeah, our channel for change. Our channel that creates change. And our channel that breaks chains. In order to do that, come on, throw some light bulb emojis in the chat. Throw some light bulb emojis up in here, up in here, up in here. Let's turn the lights all the way on. Let's brighten it up in here. We too lit to quit. We're going to turn all the way up. We're going to keep it 100 watts because we're going to keep it 100. Why? Because we are the light of the world. And because of that, we're going to spotlight. We're going to highlight this particular topic today. Talking about don't lose your voice. What to do when life gives you laryngitis. It's going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Come on, family. Just type don't lose your voice. Yeah, I want you to do that. Type don't lose your voice. Can't do it. Got to speak truth to power. Can't allow life to muzzle and mute your message. And here's the thing, a lot of times because we have suffered from setbacks, because we have suffered the stain and the pain of shame and stigma, what does it do? Now it moves us into a place to where we don't say anything. We don't speak truth to power. We don't tap into the essence, the aura, and even the tenacity and have the temerity to share how we have overcome certain situations and how we are seeking to even overcome what it is that we are experiencing. For your test to become a testimony, for your misery to become ministry, for your mess to become a message, for the setback to become a setup for your comeback, for you to move from stumbling blocks to stepping stones, for God to give you the grace to find grief from your grace. You got to share your story. You have to share your message. You have to let it be known. Here it is on the microphone. Why? Because somebody needs your story. Somebody needs your testimony. Somebody needs to know how you overcame particular adversity. And hear me, if you silence it due to shame, due to stigma, due to setbacks, due to all of the deleterious thoughts, now you do the world a disservice. Now you do that particular person in your life a disservice. Because this is what I realized. Somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question. How much longer will you make them wait? I remember for me, going through my ordeal of cancer, I never wanted to talk to anybody about it. I never wanted to even mention it. I wanted it to just, something I dealt with that the world will never know. And I could just keep on going about with my life. But life doesn't work like that. If it wasn't for my mother who encouraged me, she said, with literally $1 in a dream, my name in the dorm room, she said, you got to share your story. Right? Your story, your story is not for you. It's to empower somebody to overcome what it is that you've been through and what it is that they're going through. And it took a whole lot of courage for me to put pen to paper, for me to share my story, whether it's at churches, whether it's for the American Cancer Society, whether it's at organizations, whether it's in schools, whether it is via the medium of what we're doing right here on YouTube and our sister satellite stations. For me to share all of that, it took me being courageous. We don't like to talk about our faults. We don't like to talk about our failures. We don't like to talk about the things that we went through because we treat life as if it's a highlight reel. But what's really real is how we keep it real with ourselves and say, yeah, this hurt. This was some opposition I faced. These were mistakes that were made. These are some things that I had to forgive myself of. These are some things that I had to forgive people for. When cancer wanted to mute me, when the cancer cells, here it is, were literally growing around my vocal cords. And guess what I do? I use my voice for a living now. It takes courage in the midst of discouragement to say, I'm going to share, I'm going to speak. Because as I'm sharing, as I'm speaking, it becomes therapeutic. It becomes a powerful message to empower other people to overcome obstacles. Come on, family, just type overcome. Overcome. Overcome the emotional snipers that are stopping you from sharing your message. Overcome all of those deleterious thoughts. Overcome the stinking thinking that keeps you soaking and sinking. Overcome. You're not just a conqueror, you're more than conqueror. You're more than a conqueror. Overcome suffering in silence. Overcome. Yeah, that scarcity mindset. You gotta overcome it. Because when you overcome it, you can become who it is that you were called to be. And I need you to understand this. Let me tell you this, that you are not an innocent bystander in your own life. You got to get past, well, the devil did this and the devil caused that, and it's the enemy working against me. Maybe the enemy is internally. Why is that? Because oftentimes the greatest enemy is the inner me. And here's what we have to do. We have to take personal responsibility and accountability for our own life. We have to internalize the fact that, listen, if it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. I'm not going to get in my own way. I'm not going to allow the enemy internally to get in my way as well. I'm going to overcome the crippling thoughts of the past. I'm going to overcome the negativity. I'm going to move my life to a different dimension. I'm not going to lose my voice. When life wants to give you laryngitis, speak anyway. When life wants to mute your message, share it anyway. Even if you're shaking, even if you're trembling, even if your voice is quaking, your message is going to cause a shaking. Come on, family, type speak up. Type speak up. Type speak up. You got a message inside of you. You have joy, you have value that's inside of you. Got to understand the power of the art of communication that is inside of you. Listen, I can help you with that level of communication. Go to theeaglesacademy.com/store. You want to get my successful speaker strategies. That's going to help you in your level of communication. Many of us are suffering from possibility blindness. Yeah, we're suffering from that. Suffering from possibility blindness, which stops us from seeing the greatness that is on the inside of us. It is a vision sniper. Yeah, we know about emotional snipers, but let me tell you about a vision sniper. A vision sniper wants you to get pump faked. A vision sniper wants you to question, did I really see what I thought I saw? A vision sniper wants to gaslight you to where God gives you this amazing portrait. God gives you this amazing vision. God gives you this amazing visual display of what he has for you in the future. And then you question yourself, I don't even know if I really saw that. Many of us suffer from possibility blindness. Many of us suffer from vision snipers to where we suffer from it without even realizing it. What is that? Possibility blindness is a common condition that blinds us to the potential within ourselves and the opportunities around us. Vision snipers connect to its cousin, which are emotional snipers. These are things that we can't necessarily see, but we only see the ramifications of it. We only see the end result of it, and it attacks our vision. It attacks our purpose. It causes us to move into a place of decay and dismay, being mentally discombobulated. We have to overcome that. We have to move our life from where it is that we are to where we can be. And it speaks to us silencing the shame. Understanding that what God gave you is a gift. How you use that gift is a gift back to God. If God wanted you to be like somebody else, he would have made you like them. If God wanted you to speak like somebody else, he would have gave you their voice. If God had wanted you to look like somebody else, he would have caused you to look like them. But no, you're too unique to compete. You're too rare to compare. Your royalty demands loyalty. Come on, family, just type, I'm unique. Come on, type, I am unique. Your story is unique. Your greatness is unique. Who it is that you are is unique. You're too unique to compete. People want to put you in a box. People want you to fit into this particular mold when you were created to break the mold. People only want you to be good at one particular thing, when here it is, you got multidisciplinary experiences. You are multi-talented. You are multi-gifted. You don't operate in just one lane. You're not just good at one particular thing. No. You're good at a plethora. You're good at a multiplicity of disciplines. And here's what you got to do. You got to be disciplined in your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, so that you can elevate, so that you can be lifted to a different, higher, and greater dimension. Family, we're going to another dimension. If you don't have a badge, if you're not a partner with us, I want you to partner with us right here and in the mix. I want you to be an in the mix partner. Go ahead right now, secure one of the badges, whether it's VIP, whether it's royalty, whether it's OQP. OQP, only quality people. You up with OQP? Yeah, you know me. You up with OQP? Now you show me. Become a partner with us. Become a partner with us by securing a badge. The link to get a badge is in the chat. The link to get a badge is in also the description of this video to join. You can hit the join button. You can tap the join button on this video as well to become an exclusive member, to become a partner. One thing to be in the mix is another thing to actually be an in the mix member. And here's what I want to do. My give and my gift to you is because of your support, because of your partnership with us. What I'm doing is giving you access to our Connor's Corner content, exclusive membership, exclusive access to all of the videos, to insight and inspiration, revelation, and some of the coaching that I'm doing in our In the Mix membership area. Membership has its privileges. Partner with me, and I want to give you an amazing gift by being a part of our Connor's Corner content. Thank you to all of our supporters. Thank you to all of our subscribers, because not only are you subscribers, you are also partners with us. Family, stick and stay. More is on the way. Got a special message in the midst of this special message that I want to share with you. More breakthroughs on the other side of this break. After these messages, I guarantee you, I'll be right back. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Yeah. Let's get back to the word. We're talking right now about the topic, which is don't lose your voice. What to do when life gives you laryngitis. And here's what happens. A lot of times we are having all of these thoughts, these sensations, these sensory feelings that are permeating and pulsating through our mind, coursing through our veins. And generally the thoughts are negative. 75% of the thoughts that we think every single hour, according to researchers, are negative. 85% of the things that we worry about don't even come to fruition anyway. What do they say? If you're going to pray, don't worry. And if you're going to worry, you might as well not even pray. But we have allowed people's opinions that become our prison to prey on our thinking. It preys on our mindset. It preys on our self-confidence. It preys on our self-esteem. It preys on our self-concept. And as a result, it devours us. Devours our determination. Devours our discipline. Devours, here it is, our dedication to whatever the task is for us to complete at hand. Nothing wrong with having feelings. It's only wrong when feelings have you. Nothing wrong with having emotions. It's just that emotions are bad leaders. Feel your thoughts, but don't let your thoughts feel you. F-E-E-L, your thoughts, but don't allow your thoughts to F-I-L-L you. Y'all ain't know we was going to English class today. Family, just type elevate. Type elevate. Elevate over what it is that in many cases, that is the negative thought which you ruminate about. Elevate over what you ruminate. Elevate over what you think about. Because generally, a lot of times what we're thinking about is not powerful. But I got to move to the place to say, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are truth, whatsoever things are worthy, whatsoever things are of good report, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. That's what I need to be ruminating about. That's what I need to be making room for. That's what I need to be elevating into. Because when I elevate my thoughts, I'll elevate my words. When I elevate my thoughts, I'll elevate over setbacks and shame and stigma that seeks to muzzle me. As you type in elevate, family, I want you to elevate with us. That's whenever I have this on, you know that is on. We got class tonight. Yes, we do. We got class. I want you to join me right after this session. We're soaring right into our Eagles community. And don't you want to partner with us? If you really want to partner with us, exclusive all the way, ultimate partnership is to be a member of our Eagles community. It's where we overcome emotional snipers. It's where we overcome vision snipers. It's where we cultivate our emotional intelligence, our self-esteem, our self-concept, our business, building healthy relationships. We tap into the greatness of what our accountability partners are, because we understand that your network determines your net worth. We understand that you don't just soar as high as your dream, you soar as high as your team. I want you to be a part of our amazing team. I want you to soar with us. And as a result, I want to give you strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to take your vision to another dimension. I want to take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself, to where that transformation permeates in your head, into your heart, and into your hands to do what it is that you are gifted to do. Join us right now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. It's okay to feel your thoughts, but don't just allow your thoughts to fill you. Got to elevate your thinking. Elevate your thinking, not your emotions. Are you hearing me? What do I mean by that? Stop being reactive and start being responsive. Because reactive behavior is impulsive behavior. It's a knee-jerk reaction. It's you being a thermometer when you were created to be a thermostat. You being a thermometer that reflects, but responsive is thoughtful, intuitive action. Yeah, responsiveness is thoughtful, intuitive action. I think more and before. I'm not reactive, I'm responsive. I'm a thermostat to where I don't reflect, but I set the atmosphere. I set the environment. I set the temperature. I don't have an attitude because you had an attitude. I don't cuss you out because you wanted to act ugly. I don't fight fire with fire. I put it out with water. Yeah, the living water. I ain't got to fight you with my fist. I can fight you with the power of prayer. Weapons of my warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. I can tap into my emotional intelligence when you're just emotional. And just because you're emotional doesn't mean you have emotional intelligence. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. Tap, tap, tap in. Family, just type live above it. Live above it. Live above what they say. Live above how they act. Live above what they do. Live above their stinking thinking. Live above their low level ideas. Live above that skewed mindset. Live above that sarcasm. Live above it. Live above their lack of emotional intelligence. Why is that? Because you have to make a decision. If you're going to overcome the situations in life that seek to give you laryngitis, you got to make a decision. Got to make a decision. Life tried to give Moses laryngitis. He didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to do. Life tried to give Saul, who became the apostle Paul, laryngitis. He was solely focused on being a persecutor, but not his apostolic anointing. So many times in life, things can give you laryngitis because of your past, because of pain, because of problems. But I need you to focus on purpose. Stop just focusing on your past. Stop just focusing on your pain. Stop just focusing on your problems. I need you to focus on your purpose. Your purpose is greater than your past. Your purpose is greater than your pain. Your purpose is greater than your problems. Family, just type purpose. Type purpose. I need you to partner with your purpose. I know you want a purpose partner, but will you first partner with your purpose? Because the prerequisite for partnership is guess what? Moving into a place where you partner with your purpose. The prerequisite for a purpose partner is to first partner with your purpose. And destiny comes at the speed of a decision. I got to be decisive. Come on, family, type make a decision. If I'm really going to be mad, it ought to be that I am making a decision. I want you to make a decision to soar with us into success and purpose by being a member of our Eagles community. If you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and join us, you'll be in our class tonight. I encourage you to go ahead and do that now. You got to make a decision. Can't keep vacillating. Can't keep, I don't know. Do I do it? And you got scarcity mindset. And you have risk aversion. When you got to take a calculated risk. Destiny comes at the speed of a decision. Everything that happens to you happens for you. You keep focusing, oh, this happened to me and that happened to me. And you crying and you whining and you complaining. Take off that pity party hat. You solely focused on what happened to you. I want you to focus on how it happened for you. And you got to see where people are in life. Some people can only handle you at your now and not at your next. At your now is a limitation, but your next is unlimited. Come on, family, type unlimited. Unlimited belief, unlimited faith, unlimited growth, unlimited opportunities, unlimited ideas, unlimited things that were held up for me. Yeah, that were trying to hold on to me. Now I'm going ahead to go and get it. Unlimited. Some people don't have the capacity to handle your success. Suffocating from your success. They can't level up when you level up. They try to pull you down when you level up. Here's what I understand. If people are talking behind your back, that means you're already ahead of them. If they're trying to pull you down, that means they're already below you. You can't pull me down being above me. You can only pull me up. So here's what they do. They feel as if you're above them, so they try to pull you down. Oh, but I love what Nehemiah said. He said, listen, I'm building something and I can't come down. I'm building something. It's high. It's elevated. It's escalated. It's soaring. It's towering. I'm building something and I can't come down because guess what? If you're going to come up here, bring something with you. Bring a tool of tenacity. Bring a flashlight of faith. Bring a brick that'll stick. Some people can only enjoy you in your now, but not your next. They can only handle you in your now, but not your next. They enjoy your gifts, but they can't handle the totality of your greatness. And here it is. Many of us are just focused on, I need this. I need this money. I need that. I need this person. I need this, that, and the other. And need only connects you to lack. But want connects you to abundance. I'm not needy. I'm needed. I'm not needy. I'm wanted. Got to get to the particular place where you got to ask yourself, how am I looking at life? Through what particular lens? Life will always give you laryngitis when you are on the road of life, looking at life through the rearview mirror versus looking at life through the windshield. When you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at change. You got to change your perspective and you have to change your perception on the road of life in your vehicle of victory. Are you looking through the windshield or are you looking through the rearview mirror? Because ultimately where you're looking is where you're going. Keep looking through the rearview mirror. I guarantee you're going to live your life in reverse. Keep looking through the windshield. Your life is going to be expansive. Your vision is going to be greater. You're going to see more than before. You're going to move in a destiny that is forward ever, backward never. Keep looking through that rearview mirror. Going to move into a place of stigma and shame and setbacks and pain and problems and your past. You're going to live in that place of stinking thinking that keeps you soaking and sinking. You're going to live in that place of antiquated thinking. You're going to live in that particular place of deleterious thoughts. You're going to live in that particular place of thinking less than rather than being an overcomer. You're going to move into that particular place of a scarcity mindset, of self-imposed limiting beliefs, of feeling helpless and feeling hopeless, of gaslighting and NPD and narcissistic personality disorder and imposter syndrome. You're going to adopt a mediocre mindset of conformity and complexity when you ought to be thinking counterculture. When you ought to adopt next level thinking, when you ought to adopt and overthrow the status quo, when you ought to be thinking bigger, better, brighter. Family, just type B3. I'm giving you a vitamin B3 shot. You're not an underachiever. You are an overcomer. You are not just going to survive, but you're going to thrive. I'm speaking life over your life. Will you speak life into your life? Don't lose your voice. You need your voice. Don't lose your voice. You need your voice. What is it? You need your voice to say, let there be light. You need your voice to affirm yourself. You need your voice to have power. What view are you seeing your life through? Do you see the big picture? Come on, family. Just type find your voice. Find your voice. I need you to see the big picture. By finding your voice. You found everybody else's voice and you try to sound like them. You found everybody else's voice, but did you find your voice? You found everybody else's voice, and when you hear your voice, you cringe. When you hear everybody else's voice, you holler and you scream and you laugh and you say, yeah, yeah, and you throw up both hands and you get excited. But when you hear your voice, you get scared. When you hear your voice, you feel scarred. When you hear your voice, you don't like your voice, which is symbolic of the fact that you feel a certain way about you. Some of us don't like our own voice because we don't like our own selves. Come on, I need you to fall in love with the gift that God gave you. I need you to fall in love with this instrument that God gave you. Yeah, this sounding board that God gave you. You being a trumpet of truth, I need you to sound the alarm with your voice. Joshua, the battle of Jericho and the Jericho walls, walked around that wall. And here's what happened. As they were instructed by God to walk around that wall, he said on that final day, this is what I want you to do. I want you to open up your mouth and I want you to praise. And guess what? The walls came down. Some of us have so many walls in our mind. We have so many walls that cloud our spirit. We have so many walls that are around our heart. And here's what we got to do. We got to speak to the mountain and expect it to move. We got to speak to the walls in our lives. We got to speak to the walls in our life. We got to turn those walls into bridges. We got to take onus and own it. And I want to ask you, at what age did you lose your voice? I want to talk to you. What age did you lose your voice? How old were you when life gave you laryngitis? Hear me, when did life mute your message? Too often, we have chosen, here it is, selective mutism, due to the fact that situations have silenced us. And since situations have silenced us, here's what we fail to do. We fail and refuse to speak up. We fail to speak out. We fail to speak truth to power. And as a consequence, our silence becomes violence. We remain unsung heroes. Here it is, because we won't sing. Due to the pain of the past and the problems of the abuse that she incurred, that she experienced, and the internal vitriolic rage that she harbored, the one and only Maya Angelou was at one time a caged bird who didn't sing. Because of her horrific hardship, she didn't speak for, here it is, 5 years, from the ages of 8 to 13. And I want to ask you, at what age did you stop speaking truth to power? At what age did you become a caged bird who didn't sing? Maya Angelou overcame opposition, so much so that she penned a poem and said, "Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise." Come on, family, just type rise. Rise over that pain that wants to put you in a place to where you live with a disguise. Rise over emotional snipers. Rise over vision snipers. Rise over a scarcity mindset. Rise and go after the prize. Rise and press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling. Rise and keep your eyes on the prize. Rise with another level of your language. Why? Because your language dictates your level in life where you go. Rise with your vocal ability. Rise in your level of communication. Rise in your spiritual development. Rise in your emotional intelligence. Rise and overcome the opposition. Because if you don't, genius is trapped inside of you. Now, I want to ask you, what genius has been trapped inside of you? Simply because you have decided to harbor your heroism in your heart. I want to ask you, what genius do you have internally on the inside of you that you have yet to tap into? The creativity, the ingenuity, the intelligence, the ability, the tenacity. Dr. Miles Monroe said, give your ability a responsibility. You have a responsibility to cultivate your ability. What genius has been trapped within your heart? And here's what it takes. It takes courage to be a hero who speaks from their heart. I want to speak to the heart of the hero that's on the inside of you. It's heroic to press past the pain and the past and your problems. It's heroic to overcome your setbacks and your shame and your stigma. It's heroic to do what Maya Angelou did. Not even speaking from the ages of 8 to 13 because of abuse, but to still find that your life is of use. And to pen a book that said, I know why the caged bird sings, because somebody tried to mute my message. Somebody tried to violently attack my voice, but I had a choice. Cancer made me cry, but it didn't make me quit. And this is what you got to do. You got to sing a new song. I don't know. You always be an unsung hero if you don't sing. Whether you sing on key, whether you sing off key, I just hope you sing. Whether you sing high notes, whether you sing notes as high as Minnie Riperton or as low as Barry White, I just hope you sing, all right? Don't let anybody mute your music. Don't let anybody pause your poetry. Don't allow anybody to invalidate your ideas. Don't let anybody put your victory in a valley. When will you find your voice? Come on, family, just type discover it. I don't need you to sound like me, because when you sound like me, I don't hear you. Only hear me. I don't need you to be me because we don't get you. I don't need you to be them. I need you to be you, because you're often imitated, never duplicated. Nobody can beat you being you. As quirky as you may be, as idiosyncratic as your behaviors may be, I need you to be you. Family, just type be you. Be you. Have the unmitigated gall to be you. Be unabashedly you. Be unashamedly you. Have the temerity and the tenacity to be you. Everybody may not like you, but you weren't here to be liked. You are here to fulfill and to create. You are here to fulfill your purpose. Need you to hear me. Self-mastery is the art of you finding your voice again. You got to master your mindset. You have to master your thoughts. You have to master your ideas. You have to master your life with self-discipline. You have to develop some serious boundaries. Family, if you didn't watch my episode, if you didn't watch my show where we talked about boundaries, knowing your no, I definitely want you to go back and check out that series. Maybe you've watched it already. Go back and check it out again. Add it to your playlist. Put me on your computer. Put me in your car. Listen to it at the crib. Listen to it in your cubicle. Know you know. You got to have some boundaries. And hear me, I'm very strict with my boundaries. I don't make any apologies for my boundaries. I'm not going to acquiesce. Not going to vacillate on my boundaries. This is what I do. This is how it's going to be. This is my stick-to-itiveness. I am drawing a line in the sand. This is my boundary. These are my boundaries. Stop making apologies for your boundaries. Why do I do that? Why are my boundaries? No, we're not negotiating my boundaries. This is not some heist. Not negotiating my boundaries. Why? Because this is my life. Nobody will dictate to me how I'm going to live the life that I was created to live. Woo! Ring the alarm. Let it be known on the microphone. Very strict with my boundaries. Don't make no apologies for my boundaries. This is my life. Nobody, no one is going to dictate to me how I'm going to live the life that I was created to live. Are you following me? Do we have an understanding on that? That's where you have to develop and bloom and blossom and grow in your life. If you're going to have self-mastery in your life, it's going to be a lot of people who want you to do what they want you to do. Yeah. They're going to tell you to jump and they want you to ask them how high. Over here, that don't fly. There are a lot of people who are boundary crossers. There are a lot of people who are boundary violators. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So here's what you have to be. You have to be very strict with your boundaries. These type of individuals who are boundary crossers, who are boundary violators, will limit your voice. Because if you don't watch it, their voice will overtake your voice. Now you'll be imitating them. Now you'll be mimicking them. Now you'll speak when they tell you to. Now you shut up and shut your voice when they tell you to do that. Why? Because their gaslighting comes with a limitation. They don't want you to have any demonstration of you moving into the place to where you know your no, to where you know who to know, and you know who to know. Are you hearing me? I don't have to tell you this. I ain't got to tell you this is where I'm going to put you. I don't have to tell you you're this and you're that and you ain't this person and you're not that person and you're not no good here and you're not no good there. I don't have to get into all that. No. Got time for all that. This is what I do. I just reposition you and you'll figure it out. That's what I do. I'm gonna just reposition you. You'll figure it out after a while. You're a grown adult. Not raising any grown folk. You're an enemy of my peace. If you're an enemy of my purpose, if you're an enemy of my financial stability, if you're an enemy of my prosperity, then you're an enemy of my time. You're an enemy of my treasure. You're an enemy of my talent. And no enemy formed against me shall prosper. I'm not going to even be my own enemy. Yeah, because oftentimes the greatest enemy is the inner me. But I refuse to be my own enemy. So I'm sure enough not going to let you be an enemy to me. And my peace, and my purpose, and my profit, and my provision, and my time, and my talent, and my treasure. Beyond measure. That's how you find your voice, family. You see that? You find your voice because you're not afraid to speak truth to power. You find your voice because you say, listen, this is an injustice, and an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. You find your voice. Because the world is not destroyed by the voices of our enemies. It's destroyed by the silence of those who we call friends, who see something, but they won't say something. You find your voice for speaking out for the least, the last, the lost, the left out, the overlooked, the underserved, and the underrepresented. You find your voice by making Matthew 25 come alive. When I was thirsty, did you give me drink? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was in prison, did you visit me? You did it to the least of these. Jesus said, you did it unto me. You find your voice by saying, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm overcoming the setback. I'm overcoming the trial. I'm overcoming the shame. I'm overcoming the stigma. I'm going to leap out of what causes me to be limp and what causes me to be lame. Gonna rise over and over and over again. Come on, family. Type my voice, my choice. Come on, family, just type it. My voice, my choice. I'm going to use my voice to be an innovator. I'm going to use my voice to be a creator. I'm going to use my voice to imagine. I'm going to use my voice to stretch the elasticity of my thinking. I'm going to use my voice because God gave me a choice. And I refuse to lose. And I choose to use the voice of what God has given me. And here it is. I can listen. I can hear. I can use my voice because I'm listening and I'm hearing to God's voice. What I love about it is that he said, my sheep know my voice. And a stranger they will not follow. God's voice will keep you from the danger of a stranger. No muzzle formed against you shall prosper. No mute mindset. No mute of your message formed against you shall prosper. No laryngitis formed against you shall prosper. You don't speak truth to power right in this very hour. Why? Because you've come into the kingdom for such a time as this. Right now is a good time to sow into this word that you've heard. Come on, family. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. I want you to partner with me on a level to where you can give. I don't know if it's $10. I don't know if it's $20. I don't know if it's $100. I don't know what level it is. But I want you to give your seed a voice. Yeah, I want you to give the seed that is in your purse, that is in your pocket, that is in your wallet, that is in your Cash App, that is in your Zelle, that is on your credit card. I want you to give your seed a voice. We've been having a super conversation. I would that you drop a super chat or a super sticker. I would that you partner with us. Your seed in the ground, in this good ground here, helps us to spread this message and permeate it into so many other people's lives. Helps us to stretch and expand our reach. Helps us to purchase equipment to where that we can make this show even bigger, better, and brighter than ever before. I would that you partner with me. I would that you partner with In the Mix. I would that you be an In the Mix partner so that we can raise our voice and expand our voice and impact men and women, brothers and sisters, boys and girls with a message that can reach the masses. Yeah, a message that can reach the masses. I would that you go and drop a super chat, a super sticker in the midst of this super conversation. Not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. And as you're sowing your seed, I want you to name your seed. Maybe you're sowing your seed electronically, and you can do that via Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail. I would that you would sow electronically as well. The links are in the chat for where to give and how to give. The links are in the description of this video as well for where to give and how to give. I'm believing that God is going to stretch your seed as you're giving your seed a voice. I want you to attach a word or phrase to your seed. Maybe you're naming your seed Finding My Voice. Maybe you're naming your seed Unlimited. Maybe you're naming your seed Blessings. Maybe you're naming your seed Overflow. Maybe you're naming your seed Empowerment. Maybe you're naming your seed Impact. Maybe you're naming your seed Increase. I don't know what you're naming your seed, but I want to join my faith with yours for 30, 60, 100 fold, to where I'm expecting the windows of heaven to open up and God pour out blessings that you don't even have room enough to receive. I'm expecting that God fills your cup to where it's overflowing. I'm expecting that God does the exceedingly abundantly and above all that you can ask or think. Links in the chat for where to give and how to give. Link is in the description of this video for where to give and how to give. Super chat, super sticker. So is super chat and super sticker into the super conversation. $ Cash App. Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail. Thank you for the seeds that you have sown. Thank you for using your voice and seeing that there is a voice in your seed. Family, I want to teach you how to get better at speaking. We're talking about finding your voice. I've got some great resources for you at theeaglesacademy.com/store, empowering you to soar with my successful speaker strategies. 4.5 hours of me teaching and training and coaching you really how to find your voice, how to develop your message, how to speak truth to power. I want you to go ahead and get that. It's going to be an absolute asset to your development as a speaker, to your speaking, to your communication, to you sharing your message in the marketplace. We want to develop your spiritual gifts and your purpose, your emotional intelligence, your relational intelligence, empower you to soar into greater success and greater purpose, overcoming emotional snipers and vision snipers. We do all of that in our Eagles community. You know, whenever I have my apparel on, is on. Whenever I have my apparel on, is on. We got class tonight. I want you to soar with us right after this session into our Eagles community. If you go and register right now to be a part of our community, our Eagles community. Come on, family, drop some eagle emojis in the chat. Eagles, empowered, authentically gifted leaders envisioning success. If you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, Tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. You'll be a part of our session tonight. You need the right tribe. I want you to join our Thrive Tribe. Join our Thrive Tribe and experience transformation in your relationships, in your business, in your mindset, in your gifts, in your purpose, in your talent, in your skill. I want to show you how to win over and over again. Can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. If you liked this video, like this video. Yeah. If you like this live, come on, hit the like button on it. Yeah. Hit the like button on it. We are transforming lives on this live. While you're doing that, hit the subscribe button as well. Do want you to partner with us. Of course, the ultimate partnership is by joining our Eagles community, but you can also partner with us on a level which is as inexpensive as $9.99 by securing a badge, VIP Royalty OQP. Helps us to grow our channel as we're growing your greatness. I would that you partner with us. Link is in the chat, links in the description. You can tap the join button on our channel as well. Family, in the mix is Out of Time. Yeah, but y'all know I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. We roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. I appreciate you mixing it up with us. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well. I don't want you to be a ghost follower. I want you to hit the subscribe button on our channel. And of course, we mix it up. Yes, right here on the YouTube side, but also on our sister satellite stations on social media. And we give a sincere salute to all of you who watch us there. I just got a question. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way. Step that way. Come on. Step this way. Step that way. Which way am I talking about? By friending me and following me right now, today. Yes. On Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. That's right. Put some respect on my name, family. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now, family, why would you look any further? Come on, you know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your event, your session. Let's make some progression. All you have to do to invite me is just email me, info@EddieConnor.com. Email me to invite me, info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know a brother gotta run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. Yes, it has been. But I want you, yes you, I'm talking to you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.